Wicked Wild Wild West. Always comes on a lot earlier than expected. Could already be on.
Says we're on my side.
All right. Oh, there I'm singing in the background. We are on. Let's talk Cowboys. Let's talk Vikings.
Well, let's talk with this. Start with the inactives, huh? A couple.
Let's start in the actives. Let's wait for somebody to hop on here. Otherwise, we're just talking to ourselves. Whee!
That's what we usually do.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, inactives. Some Jason T says hello. Welcome, Jason T. He's got a cold beer in his hand.
Does he?
No, I don't know. Said I hope he does.
Hi, Jason T.
Yeah, let's talk Vikings inactives. There's some dandies there. There's ones that really hurt our purple parts.
Well, I'm gonna hurt. I mean, I think there's a couple punishments being handed down. Number one, Dan Chesina being inactive, and then the long snapper Austin Cutting being inactive, which makes you think Mike Zimmer has seen enough and he wants to try something new.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he hasn't just flat out released him. I mean, he is a long snapper. What's the dude's name? I don't even remember the guy we signed. I need to look him up.
New guy? Yeah, it's like Joseph Delgado or something.
Yeah, he's been around the block. He's no spring chicken. He's 33 years old.
Oh, I thought his picture looked like he was about 64.
No, he's been with like the Bucks, the Bears. I want to say even the Raiders, maybe.
Geez, sounds like me in high school. Different partner every night.
No, that's not true. He's definitely been around. I don't know if he's actually really played that much. He doesn't really seem to stick around wherever he goes. So that'll be a fun one to watch.
Does it worry you that there's a new long snapper today, first timer?
Andrew DePaula. It doesn't worry me. Austin Cutting's been pretty gross the last couple of weeks anyways. I mean, can it really get worse? Yeah, I guess it can, but we'll see what happens. I think if this dude goes out and has a good game, I think Austin Cutting should be a little scared that he might just be reverted to the practice squad.
Don't say can it get worse, because we've seen that happen at the guard position with Drew Pat Elflein. Said it can't get any worse. Drew Smith, might as well see what he has. It got worse. So definitely it could get worse when it comes to long snappers too.
You're right. I'm just in a magic little world. Trevor Davis, what's up?
Trevor Davis. Only Davis I know is Todd Davis.
Todd Davis. Speaking of guard, Ezra Cleveland is out, which means only one thing. Brett freaking Bush Jones is our starting right guard, and that scares me.
I'd rather see him out there than Drew Samia. So
it's not saying much.
So wasn't that just Zimmer on early in the week said everybody just loves Bush Jones, just love this guy?
Well, they must, because they seem to cut him and bring him back 15 times a year.
He must do some crazy penis origami in the shower or something like that. I don't know why else. He must just be a real lot of fun.
Well, I think we all do that. So yeah, Bush Jones is the. We'll see what happens there. Luckily, the defensive front for the Cowboys isn't overly special.
No, but yeah, the tackles will have their work cut out for them today with those two ends of theirs. But we'll see. Bush Jones, I have high hopes for him. Does it worry you that every analyst is picking the Vikings to win and almost clean sweeps? NFL Network didn't even bother talking about it. It was just Viking, and they came on the next game. Nah,
everybody picked us last week too, so I'm over that. I think we'll be all right. I'm not feeling overly confident against the Cowboys for some reason. Just some of those guys they have on their team, they can definitely make some plays. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not that. I'm very calm going into this game. We'll see how long that lasts.
Well, I'm calm too because I'm expecting them to dominate. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if it's at least closer for a longer period of time than people think, and then the Vikings pull away.
Let's see some score predictions in the comments. Let's go to some good news on the inactives. We got a couple boys back. We got Big Irv. We got Cam Danzler. The boys are back in town.
Boy, are they ever. Irv Smith had the big game, then he was hurt, so he can't really build off that till now. Hopefully he can take advantage of those Dallas linebackers, get open. Not really strong at the safety position either. So some opportunity today for Irv Smith. And then Cam Dantzler, he's been in and out of the lineup all year long. You want to see him kind of string some games together to see, so he can kind of grow at the pace that Gladney has. I feel like Gladney surpassed him at this point just because it's the time that Dantzler has missed.
Yeah, this is the perfect game to come back to because the Cowboys have some pretty damn good wide receivers and some good depth. So Cam Dantzler came back at a great time.
Boy, did he ever.
Dan Chisena finally gets sat down. He is inactive. They must have just kind of had enough of this guy. I hope to see more Amir Abdullah out there today on special teams.
Yeah, him and Chris Boyd. When you keep a guy for his special teams prowess and you just don't see anything through, what's it been, 9 games. Maybe he just needs to sit down, take a little break, watch some other guys do it, and come out in a couple weeks and maybe try again. But right now, he definitely needs this timeout, sit in the corner, think about what he's done. Maybe he'll come back better for it.
Him and Austin Cutting are sitting in the corner. Very sad today, but it is deserved. There's no doubt about that. We talked about that they were going to have to make some sort of changes on special teams. They signed the new long snapper. Chisena is on the bench today, so they did make some changes. They're not letting that shit slide.
As if they watched our video and took some cues from us.
I think they did. We're looking at the other inactives are pretty much nothing really. Jordan Brailford, Dylan Maben, Curtis Riley, Tajay Sharp are I think he's.
I want to talk about Tajay for a second because has he been active and why is he even on the team anymore if we're never going to start him?
I actually think he was active for at least one game.
I don't get it.
I don't know. Depth, I guess. It's not like we have a arsenal of depth at wide receiver. Maybe he's just in case that somebody really. I don't know. I'm trying to make an excuse why he's there.
Well, maybe because of COVID. Maybe in a regular season he's long gone by now, but it makes you wonder are they that high in the other options or that low on Tajay Sharp?
I think it's a little of both, K-Dog. Let's look at the Cowboys Inactives, at which a lot of those names don't even look familiar. So they don't, obviously they've been bitten by the injury bug along their offensive line. Some big boys are out, but I can pull it up. Cowboys Inactives.
It's a cool sound you made.
Justin March, a healthy scratch. First time this season. I don't even know who that is.
Never heard of him.
Bradley Ane,
Rondell
Carter, Reggie Robinson, Malik Turner, and Ben DiNucci inactive.
Ben DiNucci. So that means if Andy Dalton gets hurt, it's going to be Garrett Gilbert time, which actually I hope Andy Dalton stays healthy because the last time the Vikings played Andy Dalton, I think his stats are very disgusting.
I think a lot of Andy Dalton's games, his stats are very disgusting. Hopefully today is the same. I think our defensive line is going to have fun with that offensive line that's down to their bare bones.
Bare bottoms.
I think DJ Wanham's going to have a sack today. I think we're going to see more of Hercules Mataafa up in their ass, moving him all around. I can't wait to watch him. He's like one of the funnest guys to watch on defense right now.
Hercules?
Yep.
Yeah, he definitely was planning to fire up his Tookus last week. I hope to see that again. DJ Wanham, like you said. Adenabo, again, he should, this is a game he should be emerging in. And Jalen Holmes actually had some pressures last week. He was in a lot of plays there. So the DNs, Matt Alpha was a tackle, but across the board have been playing pretty well. I'd like to see Jaleel Johnson finally step up and do something. He's been kind of quiet pretty much his entire career, and it's time for him to do something.
Yeah, I'm not holding out any hope for him to do anything today at all.
Yeah, maybe Armand Watts will see some more snaps. This was his breakout game last year against the Cowboys. Maybe he can come out and do what he did last year when he had a sack, a couple pressures against them in his first game. And Armand Watts, he's one of those guys, when he gets in there, the defense seems to start doing a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's really done much of anything this year.
You have either.
I haven't. One guy that we didn't talk about that is active is the man, the myth, James freaking Lynch in the middle.
Yeah, I suppose he is.
Love when James Lynch is active.
We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. You never know with the old ginger snap what he's going to do.
I'm not expecting much, but I would love to see him out there running around.
Maybe he'll long snap.
God. Austin Cutting has just got to be terrified today if this guy goes out and has a good game, because this might be the end of him.
Well, he should be. He should be. Yeah, Austin Cutting looks like he's about 8.5 years old.
Still a young buck. This ain't the end of the road for him, but if he might just be an inactive every damn week or go down in the practice squad.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? So Dalvin Cook, is he going to explode like everybody is expecting to, or is this going to be one of these games where else in the Dallas D shows up and like, what the hell? No one saw that coming.
No, I think Dalvin Cook he'll have 115 yards in the ground. I think they're going to pound to him quite a bit. I think Justin Jefferson's going to have a good game as well. But I think the offense will revolve around Mr. Cook to the point where we're up so much in the third and fourth, it will begin to be the Alexander Madison show.
Wouldn't that be nice? Vikings up, 3-score lead with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Madison just takes over and pounds it. Maybe even see a little Mike Boone. But yeah, that would be sweet. But again, Minnesota Vikings don't always roll that way. They like to make the games close as possible. Keep things tight as long as they can. So for the Vikings to actually have one of these comforting games where you're putting in some backups toward the end would be it'd be a nice change of pace. Make my Sunday afternoon very easy going. Very comfortable.
Yeah, I could go for a nice stress-free game, and if the Vikings show up and play like they have, it very well could be. But this could be a game that they just completely step on their dick, and it's too damn close, and it better not be. I mean, I think actually at 2-7, the Cowboys, I think they're still not officially eliminated from that NFC East, so they might still have hope and come out balls out.
Well, I think they're technically in the hunt.
I think they're in like second place.
Yeah, they might be tied for first. And they played well last week against the Steelers, at least for 3 quarters. I think they hung in there. Their defense kind of showed up. So, but again, the Steelers are having problems with Jacksonville today, so maybe it's just the Steelers. I don't know. But the Vikings, again, at 4-5, no position to overlook anybody. You got destroyed by the Falcons. Had some gross losses, and this team, while they are on a 3-game winning streak, definitely are not good enough to think they can just walk in and beat anybody.
Yeah, even though confidence is probably a little higher than it was a couple of weeks ago, yes, they can't. We can't really get too cocky or arrogant saying, "Oh yeah, this is going to be a blowout." We'll see what happens. There's going to be some good matchups in this game. You already said Dalvin Cook against this Cowboys team who likes to give up a lot of yards on the ground. It's going to be fun to watch our secondary against the Cowboys. Pretty damn good group of wide receivers. Jeff Gladney against CeeDee Lamb is going to be good. If Dalton can get them the ball, they could put up a lot of yards in the air, no doubt. But that's a big if as far as if Dalton can get them the ball. Which matchups are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I mean, you said it. I mean, it's the Cowboys have a shot in this one. It's going to be with their receivers, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Mari Cooper, against our corners who, while they're getting better, are still young, still inexperienced. That's Dallas's best shot. But at the same time, you can't forget about Zeke. If they're all focused on the wide receivers, you can't let Zeke gash you up the middle. If they're getting 6 yards a pop, that will not be good. So Shamar Stephen, Jaleel Johnson, Armon Watts, Ginger Snap, all got to be ready for Zeke up the middle. And just, that's something I'm a little bit worried they're going to forget about him, but you can't forget about him. I know he's had a down year, but he's still one of the best backs in the NFL.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ezekiel Elliott has yet to have a 100-yard rushing game.
Yep.
And it's not for lack of attempts. I mean, he's getting damn near 20 attempts a game. His average, I mean, throw him a bone. His offensive line is not tip top, but man, it's averaging 3.8 yards a carry, 5 touchdowns on the ground only. Rough year for Mr. Zeke.
Rough.
Crime Dog McGruff.
Yeah, he's like the Robert Stack crime dogs.
Yeah, he is. Well, hopefully Bush Jones stays healthy on the right guard, because if one of our offensive linemen goes down, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble, to the point where they're going to really have to shake things up.
Is Drew
Unless it's
Samia
like
active?
Reef or O'Neal. If one of those guards goes down, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, whether they bring in Oliudo, move everybody around. So maybe the new long snapper will be chucked in at guard.
Maybe Austin Cutting will be.
Can't.
Oh, it's right.
He's not there.
He's inactive. Yeah, maybe he'll be the new long snapper. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Jaleel Johnson.
Yeah. Well, what final thoughts?
Again, this is a game you expect the Vikings to win. All the matchups are kind of in their favor, especially when you look at the Vikings offense against the Cowboys defense. The only thing that's bringing me down a little bit or make me not feel 100% confident is just the Vikings history. You look at the game last year against Denver Broncos, expected to walk away with that one, and they barely escaped with a win. There is that. It's just the history of the Vikings, sometimes stepping on their dicks, not living up, not stepping up when they should. This is a 3:25 game. It is considered a prime time game. I know we just won on Monday night, but historically, these are the kind of games where the Vikings don't show up, at least not right away. So that is kind of my biggest fear going in this one.
Yeah, I already said it, but I think Justin Jefferson's going to have a damn good game. I think Kirk Cousins is going to play well. Yeah. I'm trying to.
Yeah, and you can't. Don't give Andy Dalton any kind of hope either. Shut him down early, get in his face, hit him. He's coming off of COVID. He still can't smell or taste. He hasn't been hard in like 2 weeks. Get in his face, hit him again. Make him feel that pressure. Make him feel the hits. Rattle him early. Don't let him get comfortable.
Bold prediction for the game.
Bold prediction. I'm gonna say Chad Beebe goes over 100 yards.
Gee, I said bold, not like ridiculous. So you have 2 catches?
I'm with it.
Wow. I appreciate your boldness. I'm going much less bold. I think I already said this one. I'm going to say it every damn week until it happens. Jeff Gladney's going to get his first career interception. I can't wait.
Wow. I hope so. We returned it.
Can't wait. And we did both predict in our prediction show that the Vikings would win. I think you had them a little more of a shellacking. I think you had them beaten by about 20, or I had it a little closer. I think I had the Vikings winning by 13.
Yeah, and hopefully it is a double-digit score, double-digit win. I don't care if the Vikings are up by 20 going into the fourth quarter and the Cowboys get some sympathy points, whatever. Just dominate this game from start to finish. If you are going to really make that playoff push, today's a statement game. Show everybody in the league that you are serious, you're ready to roll, and you will stomp on inferior opponents, because you got a couple more coming your way in the weeks ahead. So this is a great stretch for the Vikings to get back in this thing.
This is our chance. Get to 500. Who would have thought we'd be at 500 after early talks of tank for Trevor, all that shit? Trevor Davis, also bold prediction that Jeff Gladney will get his first interception. We are on the same page.
You probably are Trevor Davis.
Yeah, I think I might be. You never know. Might very well could be Trevor Davis.
Wow.
All right. Well, we're going to be back at halftime, hopefully talking about the Vikings. 13-point lead and dominant performance by Dalvin Cook. Cannot wait. So remember, come back at halftime, and we'll be chatting then.